everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
We're going to play For Science.
Yeah, but what game are we going to play?
For Science.
Well, I know what we're going to play for science, but what game are we going to play?
This one.
Oh, it's called For Science. From Gray Fox Games.
Yes.
Plays from 1 to 6 players, and it's fully cooperative. Now, how many of you here like co-op games? How many of you here like dexterity games? So yeah, we're going to play a really cool dexterity game where we are going to make cures for different diseases that are out and attacking us. We have 3 different labs, alpha, beta, and gamma, and we have these design cards, and the design cards will tell us which blocks we need to use to build a cure. And when we build a cure, we're going to be able to get these polyomino tiles in order to create the universal vaccine. And when we have enough for our universal vaccine, ta-da, we win the game.
Yay!
And that's pretty much it.
We should point out that this is a For Science app that's playing this music. That it runs the timer for us.
Oh.
Because yes, we are under a timer pressure.
Who likes real-time games? So, yes, I have the app on a loop, and it's going to continue playing the For Science theme song for...
When we get into the game, it actually changes.
I think it'll change.
A little bit, yeah.
So, let's go ahead and take an overhead look at how this is going to go. So, we have our 3 labs here, alpha, beta, and gamma. We also have spots for mutations. So, I can't really say during your turn because everything is going on at the same time.
Yes.
So, like I say, we are trying to build our universal vaccine, and we are trying to get 8 symbols worth of yellow, blue, and red enclosed areas in our vaccine. We start off with this polyomino tile, and it looks like we've got a little red stub here. We've got a blue stripe that has 1 symbol in it, and we have a yellow stub and a yellow stripe. Once we have enclosed enough areas, so like it forms a enclosed tube, then we're going to get those as points towards our universal vaccine. When we get 8, yay, we win. But we have to do all this within 15 minutes for a 2-player game. Default insight required to win, 2-player game, 8 captured insight. And it's not as hard as it sounds. We did terrible our first game.
It's true.
And then we knocked out of the park our second game.
Yeah, we learned from the mistakes.
Exactly. And by default, you go for 15 minutes. You can increase that or decrease that as you go. So, yeah. There are also ways that you can make these labs different from how they normally are by default. In Lab Alpha, you have to have a design that has a minimum length of 3 and 1 mutation. Now, you might say, well, what's a design? Well, you're working on cures, right? So you are going to be drawing these cards. You have a hand limit of 1 for your design. You're going to flip it over and see where you can place it. Now, notice if you have any of these red hexagons, you cannot place those next to cards that do not have the red hexagons in it. You cannot have a line going to one of these red hexagons. So this card can be played neither direction with that card, nor can it be played on the other side. So in that case, you might have to place this in the waste area. That's not good because when 3 of those waste areas fill up, we get a mutation in the leftmost lab that does not have a mutation. So you're going to keep going and drawing cards. Oh, look, we can actually put that card here or spin it around, and it's like this. Now, anytime that you see these lines that reach the ground, so to speak, that's going to be on our table. So I will have to put one of these purple blocks, like so, on the table. One of these orange blocks on the table, like so. Now notice this little hexagon. It makes a nice little red hexagon, as it should. We'll also have one of these green archways. Looks like this. That goes on the purple. And then you'll have a yellow piece that has to touch the the orange and the green. So if this were our entire design, and a little blue up at the top. So if this were our entire design, see if I can do this here. You want to make sure that you can place both of these things. I could do something like this.
Oh, yeah.
And then place the blue, bloop, just like that. You guys could probably see it. I don't know if you guys can see it low enough on our front-facing cam, but there it is. Go ahead and do the front again. Ta-da! That would match this build right here. You guys might be able to see how that goes. I'll move it up a little bit. Scoot over Steph's face so you can see both of them side by side. Now, that's not going to work for Lab Alpha because Lab Alpha has a minimum length of 3. Let's go ahead and switch back to this. It would work for Lab Gamma, which has a minimum length of 2. So be careful where you place these. And remember, you have a hand size of 1. So when you place this down, the only thing that you can do is add to the top of it or waste that to put something else. I don't believe you can shuffle them around. Let me double check. It's been a minute since we've played this. Yes, each card that you add must match connections exactly with adjacent components. The bottom card is attached to your tabletop. Oh, you are free to rearrange and rotate the cards in a design to make this work. You must waste a card that cannot be legally connected. So, like I said, if there are ever 3 or more of those design cards that are wasted, you have to take a mutation. So, let's say...
It wouldn't be good enough, though, for just this because it doesn't meet the requirements.
Oh, well, I haven't gotten to the requirements yet. Let's say that we built this and it was good enough for the requirements. We would get 2 microscopes and 1 of these books. What do we use these for? We use these for more of these universal vaccine tiles. We've got these little 2 microscope diamonds, the 3 microscope trapezoids, and then the larger 2/3 of a hexagon and 5/6 of a hexagon things. And we'll turn them over and add them to our universal vaccine wherever they fit. All while the clock is ticking. Now, let's say that I go ahead and build this. I cannot claim all of that stuff. I have to say, Steph, stop what you're doing. I need this verified. Or anybody at the table.
Yeah. Somebody has to make sure.
Somebody has to verify.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yep. By looking at what we have here and what we have here. Now, as Steph mentioned before, this does not quite fit this design requirement. Notice this design requirement says you have to have a purple touching a yellow and a purple touching a green. Wow.
You do have a purple touching a green.
Yes, but we might have to add more cards in order to make it match that.
Yep.
So that's sort of complicated. With this middle one, purples have to be equal to or greater than blues. And on this one, you have to have 2 or more of the big chunky yellow blocks. So keep those in mind as you're doing those.
And the mutation.
And build atop a single orange slab, basically. And so instead of a tabletop, it goes on an orange block.
That's rough.
So the mutations all come from here. You will always have a mutation in Lab Alpha with minimum length 3, mutation 1, minimum length 3 here, minimum length 2 here. And we can shuffle these up. These are not the only places that you can place these design cards. You can also place them in your personal lab. Notice each of our roll cards has the same thing, but we have a maximum length on ours. I have a maximum length of 3 design cards. I believe you have the same. And I'm going to get +1 microscope for every card I use to build this design. Now notice I already have to have an orange with a yellow on it, with a red on it, with something else on it, you know, if I build further out. So, and we each have our own special powers. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. So the things you can do: draw a design card. You can play a design card into a lab or a player workshop. You could waste a design card from your hand or a lab or a player workshop. You can rearrange design cards in a lab or a player workshop. You can verify that a cure design in a lab satisfies the requirements and the minimum length and all the matching connections. You can, at any time, you can build your workshop design or a verified cure design. Or you can, you know, if you verify that the cure is there, then hey, we're good to go. I can hand a block to Steph, but I cannot place a block on her structure for her. She has to do it herself. I can verify your build. Blocks will touch. Blocks can touch only if a line connects them. If a line does not connect them, they are not allowed to touch. And you cannot stabilize your build with your hand by any player. And like I say, you're going to earn all of those points based on your design cards, your workshop bonuses, and any disease or mutation cards. And that's how you get these universal vaccine tiles. Oh, there's also some other verified build rewards. You can clear wasted design cards. Yep. Where's that?
It's to spend one of these.
One of your microscopes.
Yeah, to discard all the cards there. So before it hits 3, you can spend 1 to get rid of them.
And some roll cards have a microscope cost, and so you could use microscopes.
There are 15 roll cards, so
that's really fantastic. Is that there's a whole bunch of different roles that you can play. I've got a really entertaining one. I had one that I didn't foresee using it very much, so I went ahead and traded it out with something I thought might be a little more humorous. So, what is your roll? And then I'll tell them my roll.
I may change the shape of up to 1 block each time I build.
Wow. You can change the shape, but it's still the same in the design. So the design requirements would not change, I would think. You would still have to have this in your design, but then you could change, like if you have one of those pesky reds, just so you know what the reds look like. This can be pesky sometimes, and remember, you don't have to put it like this. You can put it on its side in order to, stack something, on its side rather than on that slopey side.
Yeah, so I can get rid of that red and make it something else.
But you can't change the design. The design still has to show what the design shows.
Yeah, but if I needed that green one and I didn't have a green one, I could do it. There's no green up here.
No.
What?
You can change the shape. You cannot change the design, right? So the design is the design.
Right.
You're not changing the shape.
If there's no green in here, I can still do it.
I don't think that's what it means. You may change the shape of up to 1 block each time you. Well, no, each time you build, you still got your design. Building is different from the design.
I'm confused then.
This is building.
Yeah.
This is designing. This is building. Okay, so let's say you have this on top of this. Okay? You could change this shape to this. The design's still the design. The design is still the cards.
So it's acting as a red, even though it's green.
Yes, even though it's green even though it's red in the design, you can change it to a green in the build.
Okay.
Not the design. So you still need this, but you can change the shape on the build.
Okay.
Mine is really interesting. Once per another player's build, I can carry up to, your thing is changed by how many yellows we have, right?
Yep.
So that is important. Mine is also keyed on yellow. I may carry up to 2 blocks away from the table as samples. And then I bring them back and dump them and say, got your samples. If you use these samples, you're going to earn +1 microscope per sample you use.
Just anywhere?
If you use them in your design, or if you use them in your builds. So these are your samples. Tell me what you need. I'll go get your samples. And then I'll leave the table, come around and say, got your samples.
What?
What? I think that's cute. A little bit of an actual get up from the table and say, got your samples. +1 for every yellow icon. Now notice these yellow icons, they come every single time. The blues are every other time, and the reds are every third time.
Yeah.
But we still only need 8 total for this universal vaccine.
Yeah.
So when you get really good at it, you can add in events. There's a whole event deck here. And every so often, you're going to have an event come up. They're going to get a red alert sound on your track. And it's going to say that there's an event happening. Steph and I have already looked at some of these. We have not played with them, but here's an example of one. Until your next build, your right and left hands have to touch.
Until the next event.
Until the next event?
Yes.
Whoa. So yeah, your left and right hands have to touch in some way.
Yikes.
All the time until the next event. So that's what you do when you get good. If you need a little extra help, you can have untimed play. If you're playing with people who lack dexterity entirely, you could stack the blocks horizontally instead of vertically. So there are plenty of ways that you can customize the game difficulty. Now, you don't have to play with an app. If you're playing with just a kitchen timer, you can play with, if you want a few events, then just before you verify any cure design, draw an event. Or if you want loads of events before verifying or a lab build or a player workshop build or calling a team meeting, then you draw an event. What is a team meeting? I don't remember that one. What is a team meeting? Just stopping and talking about stuff?
I think so, probably.
So anyway, there are plenty of events. You can play with a longer timer, a shorter timer. There are different difficulty levels on the back of the rule book where you can add insight goals, increase or decrease the timer, add in the events, and the default insight required to win. That's just a guide.
I'd rather just do a faster timer and try and do that versus adding the events at this time.
Right.
But
so
Sylvia says, "Oh, that's nice that they have non-app options."
Yes. So you do not have to have the app at all. All you need to do is have a timer that counts to 15 minutes, and you don't need the events at all. So, yeah, there are plenty of different things that you can do in order to do these cures, in order to build the stuff. You don't even have to do these cures at all if you think you can make this work just staying in your own personal workshop. You don't even have to mess with these one bit.
Yeah.
But that's going to give you the larger tiles, which are going to give you larger things for your universal vaccine.
Yeah, we need big tiles.
You got to do it in 15 minutes.
Big tiles.
I mean, there are plenty of ways that you can stack these blocks, as you can see.
Yeah.
So, and they do give you some really cool little hint guides that says, hey, here's what you need to do. You know, here's some suggestions on how to build, even before you get playing. So, all right.
I need to get into the play position.
The play position is not cross-legged on the chair?
No, I gotta be able to reach and do things and... Whew, stressful.
It really can get stressful. I should probably open this up before we start.
You're gonna spill it everywhere.
You might be right. All right, I'll put it right there.
Good luck.
Good luck to me. All right, I have my card. I did shuffle those.
Yep.
So, if you need samples, I'm your guy.
I don't even know.
Or your girl. I might be your girl. I'm not sure. I have a big head. That's all I know. All right. New game. Game length, 15 minutes. Standard mode, not chaos mode. Chaos mode has events. You ready?
Yes.
15 minutes remaining.
All right. Wow. Well, that's sort of ominous sounding. Ooh, this is nice. We could do this. This has one of them.
Like, should I just put that there because it needs to be built on?
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that because I can do this. Look, how's that?
Well, it needs to be built on a orange.
There would be an orange on top of an orange. You're going to build the orange on top of the orange.
But that's probably fine.
That's probably fine. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Oh.
We're going to need 3 lines coming out of that. That might have been a poor thing to do.
I have 3 lines, but will it go well?
Sure.
It doesn't.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't like the blue on blue.
I don't like the red on red, but...
Red on red is better than blue on blue.
All right. I'm going to go and start building it.
You're going to build it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Whoa, good luck. Whoa.
That's ominous sounding music. Man, this is going to be hard right here. Because they can't touch. I'm going to get this.
You're going to get it.
Oh, this must touch. Both of these touch this. All right, need to verify.
Oh my god, okay. Orange on
Don't go
orange.
crazy.
Green holding... Are the red
Green
and
holding
blue?
all 3 of these. There's a blue over here.
Yeah, red touching both of those, yeah. Yellow touching the yellow.
Orange on top of both and a blue on top of the...
Wow, it's
yellow.
perfect. Good job.
Ta-da!
At least 2 yellows.
Yep, at least 2 yellows, and we built a top. So we're getting... Oh, is this -3 microscopes?
I think so.
Or is that if we pause? Let me pause here. -3 if we do that design, or...
Maybe if it's incomplete.
Or if it's incomplete. That's what I'm not sure. Let me double check. Rotate when verified. So you rotate and it is indeed worth -3. I'm going to resume, okay?
Okay.
All right, -3 +3 +3. So I get 3 and 3. Well, hey, how about these 3 and these 3? Does that look good? Looks good to me. Boom. And now we're building this vaccine. Oh, look, we have an orange that's like all by itself.
All by myself.
Don't wanna be. Oh.
Alright, so those all go away, right? We're starting...
Yes, but I haven't had a chance to do it. A new disease, a new mutation. The Omicron pathogen. Oh, that's not good. Each design card must share a shape with each other design card.
Wow.
It need not be the same shape for every pair. So I'm just going to discard those up there somewhere. So I'm trying to build this thing. Pause for a second. When building this, can you have things that do not match up?
No.
Oh, team meeting is you're updating the tracks on the lab board, by the way. And I do not see where you can possibly... Oh, let's see. In here, you see these...
It has a wild...
No, that's a universal ending on it.
You can't do it. You can't have...
You can't do it wrong.
No.
All right, I'm going to resume.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, I mean, that's sort of hard to do, but we're going to have to do something there. All right, team meeting.
You wouldn't be here if you weren't ridiculously brilliant.
I've got
Or maybe
2.
ridiculous
Okay.
and brilliant. Either way, you've got this.
You've got this.
So that's 2. Do you need anything?
Um,
No, you're not building anything.
just not really sure how that's gonna go, but I guess I'll try it.
You're gonna try building that.
Yeah, I'll try it. Sure.
You need some stuff. So let me get those to you.
Okay.
You can get everything else.
I don't know what you're giving me, so I don't know.
The first 2.
All right.
Here's your samples.
Okay.
Got your samples.
Wow.
That was fun. I will go ahead and work on this. I should be able to do it. Do we have enough? We do not have enough.
Needs another green.
Needs another green.
Yeah.
I do not have a card for it.
10 minutes remaining.
Well, that sucks. I didn't draw the right one. Well, I drew the right one that time. But man, it looks ugly.
I would love to help, but I don't have any hands.
I would love to help, but I don't have any hands.
True.
All right, I'm gonna start building
All
this.
right, check this out.
All right, this.
Yes.
All right, that and that with that on top, with that, and then those 2. The green touching only the green. Yeah, the green is touching the yellow. Both of the lines are okay. That looks perfect.
And it's on a rolling one.
You have more purple than blue.
Yes.
You didn't even need to change any. So -4 plus 2
Plus
means
your delivery.
-2, which is, oh, well, then the 2 delivery barely covers that. So we get 2 of these and that's it.
Okay. Well, it was.
Or 2 of these.
Yeah, let's do that.
2 of these?
Yeah. Woohoo!
Dun-dun, dun-dun,
You're really
dun-dun,
doing
dun-dun.
these ones out here to get
Disease.
the books.
We are down to 8 minutes 26 seconds.
Let's
Yeah,
do
you
the-
want to get those. You want to get the books. All right, so I'm gonna do. Oh, I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. I killed the wrong one.
You out. Interviews later.
Help. That's how it was. That's how it was. These you got. Man, that was horrible. Did the wrong one. Then there's the disease. I wasted about 30 seconds doing that. Oh my goodness, I've got 2 of these. Oh, goodness.
7.
Whoops. I don't know if I'm going to get this.
No. No, just no.
No.
What have I done? I can't do this. Yep, that can't do it.
Can't. Nope. Can't do it. Nope. 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 1, 2, and 3. Oh no.
I can replace 1, 2, 3 pieces. Well. Replace that with that. Replace that with that. If I can. This.
I'm in trouble.
Whoops. This.
Where'd it go? There.
Alright, you gotta check mine when you're
I will
done.
be there momentarily. I think you can check mine as well.
Oh my god. Oh.
Nope. Check yours. This. That's not worth a lot. That. Where is the purple? You have traded it with an orange.
Yes.
All right, and then that, and then
Traded that for green.
your blue is touching the
It's
green.
not.
It's not. Okay,
No.
good. Then that, and then those two off the side ish. Yes, you got it.
So 2, 4. 4.
Plus the two. I didn't deliver any. I need to quickly do this. We've got 5 minutes and not doing well. I had this all ready to go.
Yep.
Please don't shake the table. You are badly shaking the table. Let's see. You can't do that till you call a team meeting.
Team meeting.
And then I have to stop what I'm doing. So can it wait?
Yep.
Wrong. All right, I'm gonna need to verify quick.
Okay.
All right, the red on the bottom, that's touching both purples. The purple is touching the yellow, but that's touching the other purple. And this green over here. Green on green, right?
Right, but why is there a purple at the bottom?
3 purples, 1, 2, 3. Purple touching, it's not, so it can't touch the table? That's what you're telling
Yes.
me? All right. That almost sucked. That still almost sucked.
Want me to try
Nope,
it?
it's 2 minutes. We only have 2 minutes. Forget it. Bail. Did you do a team meeting? Do we have this? We've got 5.
Yep. Unless you can rearrange it to get more.
I can't do anything.
Want me to rearrange it?
Nah, you do whatever. I can't build it. I can't do that. Give me a green.
This should work.
Yes. I'm gonna build this one here. We got 1 minute 49 seconds. Can you verify this when I get it?
Yes.
All right, and they got those two touching.
Yes.
2 and 2 books.
Yep.
2 of these.
Sure.
2 of these.
Yeah. Flip it. No, not what we need.
Well, we got to get something built. We can't close off any yellows. I have no closing of yellows. You can't do this. You need to close a yellow. Can you close off the other blue? Close. Yeah, that's probably good. No, this is this more.
Okay.
Can't do that. I need to close that red there. 1, 2, 3 red. 1, 2, 3 yellow. 3 yellow? Where's the? No, we had 4.
It's rearranged.
And then 2 of those. We actually had it. We had exactly 8. It says defeat. So we were a couple of seconds off.
Yeah, we have 3 yellow, 3 red, and 2 blue.
So how was it at 4 before?
Because I was in the middle of rearranging it. So
Got you. So
I was trying to get these.
if we had been a few, yeah. If we had been a few seconds quicker, we would have got it.
I think we got it. We just were like, yeah. I don't know. I would call it a success because we had it. It's not like we didn't.
We did have it at the
we
time.
just didn't see it at the minute.
But the team meeting, you're supposed to call.
I don't know. Leave it up to the people.
Did we win or did we not? Hey, thanks for following Linnaeus Cabal.
Hey, thanks for following.
Kawaii by Kelly followed 3 hours ago. We did not even, we didn't say hi, anything.
This game was so fun to watch because it's stressful. I'm like, what do we do? I'm like, maybe I should be the one designated to build because I can swap out pieces, make it easier.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
but you weren't doing it, and I was like, oh, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All
Plus, I could deliver stuff to you. Let the record show.
Let the record show. I don't know. Was that a win, guys, or was it a lose? Isla was fun to watch. Oh, well, thanks for watching. I think it's a cute game.
Yeah.
It's really stressful.
Yeah. Definitely got some good stuff going on. Let me turn the theme song back on. Because it's almost like it's like too quiet without the theme song going. There we go.
I like playing with the blocks. I wish I got a picture. I meant to leave it up so we could like build it again.
Yeah, but it was like.
But you get so into it, and there's 15 minutes. It goes so fast, and then it's like, and then it's over. And so
did you guys see it well enough? I mean,
I know you can see a lot of mine from the side.
Because I mean, it was. They get up pretty high.
Really tall.
And it's so not easy.
No, it should be easy, but it's not.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I can't have that touching the ground because it's touching the block.
Look at this. It's so hard. My base for my character is just so hard.
Oh yeah.
It's this and
the red.
Not on the floor, so it has to be like
that.
But then if you had the combination,
and then this goes on top, boop.
And then it's like, okay, so then it's the combination of what if these two need to connect to this and this. It's
yeah, if they need to go over that blue in any way, it's so difficult.
I like this. Oh, that could have worked actually with the
the things you figure out.
I mean, there's no wrong answer.
I like
this.
Right. I actually like this more the second time we played it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I like playing with blocks.
Certainly worth checking out. 4 Science from Gray Fox Games. Like I said, 1 to 6 players, so you can play it by yourself. You can play it with a bunch of others.
Yeah, it plays a whole bunch.
Yeah. And
that's
I bet
when you really don't
just think of how chaotic it is having just one reviewer going around just verifying everything. And
well,
you can do that.
There's only so many people that can be building because you have only so many blocks.
This was going to be so easy. So easy.
You want my shirt? You do like dragons. Where are my dragons? That makes sense.
So
right.
yeah, it's fun time. Lots of rolls, lots of replayability. Yes. I mean, look, and the mutation cards, and you're only going to see one. unless you make your labs harder.
Yeah, you can make the labs harder.
The
with all of
diseases,
different-
it doesn't look like a lot, but when each one of them is a different limitation on how you have to build these things, and then you're stacking these design cards up in no telling how many different directions, I think is lots of great randomized gameplay here.
Yeah, it's
So,
nice.
yeah, certainly worth
It's a big
checking
box.
out. And
full of
cats are
bricks.
evil, but I love them. So, like Senor Azul.
Yes.
Definitely worth checking out. 4 Science from Gray Fox Games.
We'll be right back.